do?
What'd you do? How long you got? Because I've got a lot of years to atone for.
Well, we got 57 minutes, or give or take.
And I'm going to eat every single one of them.
I know.
I'm just kidding. I apologize for nothing. Ever. And I never will. Sponsor us, Waterloo. I have some snacks that I want to talk about today.
Oh, cool.
But you're going to have to wait till after this music plays. That was that from the, there's a part on Wayne's World where they do that.
You've been practicing.
Nope. Just a natural.
I'm just that good.
I'm a protege.
Yeah.
Protege?
Prodigy.
Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Birdwell. I'm one half of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting.
Hi, guys. I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half. Welcome to episode 98 of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcast.
98 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
What an unnecessary boy band they were.
It feels superfluous. We had plenty.
On the hierarchy of boy bands, you got from this period. I'm not going to go all the way back to like your Jackson 5s and arguably even your Beatles being a boy band.
Don't
but
count
like
them in there.
Boy band of the 90s and early 2000s.
Okay.
What does the hierarchy look like for you?
NSYNC.
Number one.
Backstreet.
Number one is NSYNC.
I would say.
Okay, then Backstreet.
Pour moi.
Okay, sure.
And then what other ones are there?
98 degrees. LFO. O-Town.
Okay.
One Direction's later.
Yeah.
I would argue, though, that the most successful spin-off group has been One Direction.
1,000%.
They've had the most individual careers that came out of it. Because I'll tell you this right now. JT, big career.
Big.
JC Chazé fell a little flat. Fell a little flat. Nick Carter, moderate.
Okay.
No one else. From the one with the brows. Kevin, nothing.
Right.
Boys to Men.
Yeah, I was going to say Boys to Men. That was one that I would put in there. And then, of course, New Kids on the Block, MKOTB.
Man, I listened to some New Kids on the Block the other day. No further explanation.
Oh, were you transported back to your bunk beds?
There is one song that was very problematic. And the reason I listened to it was because of the podcast that I'm obsessively listening to right now. There is a song where Donnie Wahlberg does just this full-blown Jamaican patois the entire song.
That's not okay.
It is not okay.
Not okay.
He's pretty good at it.
Still not okay?
He's a Wahlberg now.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I'm going to do my patois real quick for you, okay?
Yeah.
Say hello to your mother for me.
That was really good.
That's Mark.
Uh-huh.
I don't do a Donnie.
Okay.
I like how I'm mocking him for doing his patois, and I did a full-blown Rihanna impression.
That was the first thing I thought of.
Ago.
But it's a different context.
There's power in numbers.
And you're trying to
unite the world. Thank you for
elevate
saying
her.
that. I'm trying to unite the world under the banner of Brie Belgo. And
everyone knew you were kidding doing Briono. They thought he was trying to be serious, and therein lies the problem.
Okay, so first off, let's backtrack. I was not kidding. Because if there's one thing I'm serious about, it's Brigono. And she knows it. Her skin is flawless.
Hydrated.
She's not playing.
Nope. She's flying.
We can't go back for this.
No.
Never look back.
Anyway, what you been up to this week or weekend?
Just listening to New Kids on the Block.
Please don't go, girl.
Girl. There's a part where he does that.
You would ruin my whole
girl. Please tell me you'll stay, Mew Mew. Listen, speaking of spin-off careers, though,
Heartthrobs.
Jordan Knight had a solo career. Joey McIntyre, Joey McIntosh had a spin-off, and Donnie has acted.
I know.
He shot Bruce Willis in The Sixth Sense in his undie pants.
Way to ruin it.
No, sorry. He, while in his undie pants, shot Bruce Willis in The Sixth Sense.
Thanks for clearing that up.
He also was on a show called Blue Bloods, and he's also in a relationship with Jenny McCarthy from Singled Out.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
They are very affectionate in public.
Yeah.
It's gross.
You know what?
She was with Jim Carrey for a lot of years.
I know. Let him be.
Let him cook.
Let him be.
Anyway, so what have I been up to?
What you been up to? I have questions for you.
Oh, God, really?
Yep.
Can we just get to those?
Well, I was going to ask you about your show at Stevenson Park on Thursday evening. How was that?
Cold.
Yeah.
Windy.
Yeah. And therein lie the questions.
Sparsely attended.
Well,
Actually, it really wasn't that bad. There was a handful of folks that showed up, and I will shout out a few of them.
Do it.
Right now. A dear friend who does not listen to the pod named Janae showed up, brought a friend.
Hi, Janae.
Dear friend and listener of the pod, Jackie came, brought her husband and her child.
Oh.
Dear friends, not listeners of the pod, the Stookies came out.
Hi, Stookies.
And hung out. And sneaky dear friend and listener of the pod, Amanda. I spotted out of the corner of my eye. She's trying to hide side stage. Caught her.
Wow.
She caught her.
Also, Crindy and Harry B.
Yeah. But that's expected that mommy and daddy show up to my rock and roll show at the park.
No, it isn't.
At the park where I grew up playing.
I know. So, guys, we've talked about it before, but Stevenson Park here in Edmond, Oklahoma, affectionately known as the Rocket Ship Park. The rocket ship slide has been condemned. It stands as a sculpture. They had to shut it down as a slide.
It stands as a warning.
As a warning. Do not go back
It's
to this era of playground equipment.
It's like the Monster House.
Yes.
Don't
Just
get too
boarded
close.
up.
Taking frisbees and souls.
There's so many souls locked up in there.
Mine.
Same.
Mine. And I was just hoping for a whiff of my own humanity.
Didn't get it.
I didn't accept the gig for any reason other than just I could hope that I could somehow Trojan horse my way back into my spirit.
And you know what's wild?
It didn't work.
Right. Also, it wasn't even that cold that night. The circumference
That was what it was.
of the park.
It was the spirit.
Of lots of children.
The spirit got to hold of me, and I got to ghosting. And here's the thing.
And it was 30 degrees cooler in the circle.
Honestly, guys, I'm pretty sure, though, I got tetanus just being kind of close to that rocket. I'm pretty close. I've got lockjaw today because I walked within 50 meters of the Rocket Park rocket that has my soul in it.
I love that.
I just wanted to feel alive again.
But you played for like 2 hours in the cold, and I was worried about your hands. We couldn't be there because we were headed out of town.
We couldn't be there
But
because we're smarter than that.
No, but I was worried about your fingies. How'd they do with the Reynauds?
Same. So early in the day,
Oh, no.
Here comes a story. No, early in the day, it was like supposed to be nice weather. It was a whole thing. And it just started to cool off a little bit. So what I did was I wore fingerless gloves, which really doesn't do a lot because the fingers are the part that gets cool anyway. I took some hot hands. In the middle of the set, I'm pretty sure our parents just threw some hot hands at me.
Not coins?
Nope.
Not dollar bills?
Here's a tip. Get warmer hands, idiot.
Not at Brandon shows, things flying on the stage. It's not undergarments.
No.
It's not cash.
No.
Hot hands.
And donuts.
Donuts.
Hot hands and donuts. And that's, guys, welcome to the Hot Hands and Donuts tour with Barndon Beefwell, Cold Hand Magoo. But,
oh, gosh.
No, it's honestly, it was bad for about the last 30 minutes. If it was a 3-hour set, I couldn't have, it would have been impossible. Wow. But I was able to, here's the thing.
Okay.
When you know that your hands suck and you can plan ahead, you can front load your set with the songs that require more of your hands.
Yep.
And so by the end, I was just playing root notes. It was just me up there going bong, bong, bang. But made it through. It was fine. Everyone seemed, it was fine. It was fun.
Good.
I think they're going to make a regular thing of those shows. And it's a cool little area, so hopefully they have...
They recently renovated the park, guys, and put in like this cool little amphitheater for live music.
Yeah.
It looked like a really neat space. And I will say, Mom was texting me throughout. I was asking, how's it going? How are his hands? How's the crowd? And she said, someone just speed skated past him.
Oh, and on rollerblades.
On rollerblades.
There was a dude on rollerblades just shooting the duck all over the park. And when we first showed up, he had a lady blader with him too.
Lady blader.
It was like a rollerblading meetup.
Ken and Barbie.
Speed date rollerblades. Yeah. And they show up and they're going around. Yeah. And I just kept seeing him. And I was like, I'm hanging out at the Rocket Park and there's a dude rollerblading.
I'm trying to play music.
What decade is it right now? But he rollerbladed for the longest time around. And then eventually I looked over to the left and he was just laying on his back, blades still on his feet, mind you.
Good, sir?
Just taking in some tunes.
Yeah.
And occasionally I'd finish a song and not joking, his hands would just come up and from his back he'd go. Hey, wasn't that our fan?
Wasn't that our fan?
Was the rollerblade boy just applauding?
That's amazing.
He really loved the medley of No Diggity, No Scrubs, and I Want It That Way that I just did.
Did you do a medley of those two songs?
I always do.
That's great.
Because what I like to do is lose the crowd about halfway through my set.
Yeah.
And then bring them back with
some 90s hip hop medley.
You learn.
Mashups.
You got to keep some stuff in your back pocket so you can save a crowd. I'll tell you the one whenever it's...
And your fingers.
Whenever it's going down and it's Bad News Bears, the one that'll rescue any crowd is if you just sit there. You could literally go on the most offensive rant ever.
Don't do that, though.
But if you do and you lose the crowd...
Do it.
The minute you lose the crowd, if you just go, blame it all on my roots.
Yeah!
You're back, baby.
Yeah, you're back.
You're back and you're better than ever.
In Oklahoma, you sure are.
You've regained the crowd.
Does everybody sing? Good one. Does everybody sing
Thank you.
The chorus?
Thank you.
Does everyone sing the chorus with you?
To Friends in Low Places?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I insist upon it.
Do you really? Do you invite them to?
Yes.
Everybody.
Yeah, I strap my Garth Brooks head mic to my face and I start running through the crowd.
Yeah.
Smash a guitar on a lady's back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steal a dude's rollerblades.
Yeah. Put them on.
Put them on. I was never a blader. Quads.
I hate rollerblade. We've talked about this.
Yeah, quads.
All day.
Quads.
All day.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, shooting the duck on blades is just going down on your knee. Shooting the duck on quads, it's leg out. Yep. Like a gun. Like Elmer Fudd leg.
Yeah.
Hunting wabbits out here.
Ducks.
But ducks. Butt ducks. Work.
Well, I'm glad it went well. I hope that you will do it again so that we can attend.
Nobody said it went well.
Whatever, there was a review that a listener of the pod and friend Candace, hi Candace, screenshotted and sent to me from a gal named Mary Beth on Facebook who said, basically, I stumbled into this show, don't know who this guy is, but he made me smile. High praise.
And his rollerblading was great. She was talking about that.
But there was a picture of you.
On rollerblades.
No.
Gosh, I should start doing that.
Playing songs on your guitar.
God, but just playing a show on blades. Just slowly sauntering around the stage.
Hate it.
Okay.
There was that Broadway musical.
Starlight Express.
Starlight Express.
Quads. Mm-hmm. They were on quads.
It's impressive, though. Roller skating. It's like Usher. They were the precursors, the Usher precursors. Band name.
There's never been a precursor to Usher. You know what a band name that I came up with and texted my friends just like a mere 30 minutes ago, but I didn't get a response on and I was really excited about? The Essence of Beth.
Yeah.
It's a good band name.
Yeah.
And no one in the band is named Beth.
Yeah.
You don't have a Beth in the band. Mm-mm. And when people assume that you do, you got a real Hootie situation where you're like, hey, just because there's a Hootie in the name doesn't mean there's a Hootie in the game.
That's a good one.
Only want to be with her.
Oh, my word. Anything else happened for you last week?
No.
Whoa.
Not really.
Whoa. You did have some new music release on the same day as Taylor Swift.
Again, third time I've done that. I've done it 3 times. It is as if the universe has heard.
Do you not know when her albums are coming out? She tells people in advance, usually.
I don't pay attention to that.
Maybe you should.
Maybe nothing.
Maybe your downloads would increase by a little.
Yeah. I don't need...
You guys have the same listeners.
Guys, I don't need all of Taylor's streams. I'm not stingy and greedy like that. I don't need all of them.
No.
But like a couple of them.
Sure.
A couple of Swiftie streams. Mm-hmm. God, a couple of Swiftie streams would take me over the top.
Yeah. It's quite something.
She literally breaks wind and more streams fall out than I get in an entire year.
That is very descriptive.
I know.
You're not wrong.
I'm a poet.
You're not wrong.
Someone send a poet. Mm-hmm. Anyways, but yeah, at the third time I've released music on the same day as Taylor Swift. And honestly,
it's so great. Please keep doing it. It's your shtick.
Here's what I like
your
to
thing.
do. It's a built-in excuse.
Yeah.
Guys, it would have done so much better. Well, that Taylor Swift is dropping again.
Oh, man. Actually, that's kind of a great strategy. Let's say you make a movie.
Yeah.
Let's say you make a movie and Jerry Bruckheimer is releasing.
When's Will Smith fighting aliens this summer?
If you're scared it might fail.
My little indie feature just didn't really hold water at the box office with Big Willie style.
What can I do?
Here's Brandon dropping his songs on the same day as Angry Poets Corner or whatever it's called.
Angry Poets Corner.
Embattled Broad City. Taylor Swift's new record, Beleaguered Betty Situation. Here comes Taylor. Angry Blondes. Angry Blonde Mamas.
Angry Bangs. Grieving Bangs.
Dude. Here comes Taylor. Taylor and her beseeching bangs. Taylor.
Another failed relationship corner.
I cannot wait for Taylor to release an album called whatever one of these was, and we get to sue her. Just thanks to Taylor's hearing this.
It was on the internet. Yeah, but you did release that song, and it's great.
Here comes Taylor. Oopsie daisy.
Oopsie daisy.
Her new record, Whoopsie Daisy, didn't work out again. Here comes Taylor with her new record, Love. She's taken to just having her album titles be onomatopoeias. Taylor Swift with Heart Goes Kerplunk.
Tears falling, plop plop.
Kerbloopsht. Here's Taylor.
And truly, if she did that, everyone would be like, she's a genius.
She's a genius. Her album titles are just sounds now. Taylor Swift's new hit single. She's got herself a footy ball boy, so her new single's called
Everything she touches turns to gold.
It's true.
So it would absolutely shoot to the top of the charts. Yeah. Honestly, there's no shooting with her. She just stays up there.
She's just hanging out. I don't know what I'll do this time.
She just places things at the top of the charts.
And the thing is, I haven't listened to the record, so I can't. I will say that I talked to a dear friend whose name I don't need him to get doxed or canceled. So
we won't say.
But his name is me. And no, I spoke with him yesterday, and he's a big, I don't know if he would call himself a Swiftie, but he is a Swift fan and appreciator.
Okay.
And he said he listened to the whole thing, and he said, it's not bad. It's just a lot of the same.
That's kind of how I felt about it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't particularly different. It was very sad. There were a lot of thoughts and feelings in there. I'll tell you this about her. She's got a rich interior life that she then likes to put on the exterior. I will say this. The tune with Post Malone, with your boy.
Posty.
Mm-hmm. It was all right.
Okay.
Catchy.
Rave reviews. I give it 2 thumbs.
Yeah.
But where are what are the thumbs doing? I don't know.
They're there.
So here's my impression. Here's what I've gathered from completely uneducated.
From the Swifties in the mist.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Is that maybe what should have happened is that she should have edited the track list down a little bit. It
That's
shouldn't
what
have been so long.
There was quite the review that stated something like that in the New York Times.
Yeah, just a little. It's just a lot. But you know what?
She released the 2.
Here's the thing.
The anthology with
But
it.
here's the thing. When you have that big of a loyal fan base,
You can do whatever you want.
you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But here's the problem. Save some for the rest of us.
Quit releasing them on the same day.
Taylor, could you check in with my people? Could you check in with my people and say, when's Brandon dropping?
And she said, I tried. You don't have people.
I tried. You don't have Facebook or people or a soul or
It's trapped in the slide.
it's trapped in the slide with tetanus at your rollerblading rock show.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's 1,000 songs that I'm releasing today.
About heartbreak.
Here's 1,000 songs. Here's a record of silence. I didn't even record anything. You guys figure it out.
It's called Shh.
Here's a song. Here's a song. It's 14 songs of silence with occasionally Taylor going, and it has 1 billion listens.
It would. And there would be this lore surrounding it, like, oh, that's when she was in the relationship with Joe Alwyn, and she had to clear her throat to say something to him, but he wouldn't let her talk.
And she couldn't get it out.
Yeah. She was silenced.
She's
Down with the patriarchy.
Oh, anyway, here's a Grammy. Want one? We've got spares laying around. You need a doorstop for your bidet room? Here's a Grammy.
Oh, man. No, she uses it to scoop out the cat litter.
Yeah.
She's got all those cats.
Did you know that she released that record on International Cat Lady Day?
Did she really?
I think so. But she didn't plan it, but the Swifties will be like, she planned it.
She's got cats, and
has
she's a lady.
I'll tell you what takes some serious guts. A diss track about Kim Kardashian, which there's one on the record.
A what about it?
A diss track
About Kim Kardashian?
about Kim Kardashian.
On the new album?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. Are we sure?
Yeah.
Are you making that up?
No, it's called Thank You, Amy. And K and I and M are capitalized in the title.
Interesting.
It's not interesting.
I'll listen.
It has 1 billion.
I'll be the judge of that
It has 1 billion listens already.
already. It's
Anyway, yeah. So
sitting at the top of the charts.
all that to say, guys, I put out a song last week.
It's really good, guys.
I agree.
What's the name of this one?
It's called We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. And guys, it's called Please Stop Releasing on the Same Day as Me, Taylor.
What's it called?
It's called Everything.
It's called Everything,
Yeah,
guys.
that's what it's called.
And it's great. We had a pretty standard week last week, at least at the beginning. It was a short week. The kids did not have school on Friday.
Yeah.
Soccer, jiu-jitsu, youth group, the standards. But
Those are really funny when bundled together. Soccer, jiu-jitsu, youth group. Mm-hmm. Is this a funny?
you know,
The
triumvirate.
that old chestnut.
It is for me right now in my life.
This suburban life.
This suburban triumvirate. The big 3. But I will say this. That's the name of Taylor's new album.
And it literally, it just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't know how. I feel like they changed the rules.
Uh-huh.
How does a sound get inducted? She
did it.
created a new language. It sounds like what Nell spoke in the movie Nell.
Yes.
Chickapay in the wind. Here comes Chickapay Taylor Swift in the wind with her new record.
Oh my God.
I'm sad. But not anymore.
What?
That's a hidden track.
Man, everything she touches turns to
It's
gold.
wild.
It's wild. It's a movement. It's a phenomenon.
It really is. I mean, listen, here's the thing.
Okay, we're back to
Guys, we never left.
we never left.
Here's the thing.
Enough about your jujitsu. Back to Taylor.
No, I'm not the target market. We've established. It's getting harder to argue with the power of Taylor Swift,
You
though.
can't argue with it.
I'm trying. It's
know you
It's
are.
getting hard. I'm trying so hard that I keep writing whole songs and releasing them on the same day as her, just in protest. And
Not working.
It's not working at all.
In fact, I would argue it's propelling her further up the charts.
Do you know what I should do? Is write a song called Taylor Swift's new song and release it on the same day Taylor releases a song, just as an experiment to see.
If people accidentally listen to you.
And that's what I'm all about, guys. If I can accidentally get someone to appreciate something I do, that's my whole life.
Here's the thing. I have some fake clip-on bangs. And what we'll do is the cover art will be you turned just so that the bangs are visible.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Silhouette.
And so people will think it's her, but it's you.
And I'll turn and go, hi. Not me. It's not Taylor Swift, it's B.
And you'll get like 20,000 downloads and it'll do something for you.
Doubt it. Doubt it. All it'll do is make them mad that I Trojan horsed my crap into their world.
I say it's worth a shot.
Let's
it would
do
be
it.
funny at the very least.
Yeah, well,
And we're here for the cheap laughs, guys.
that's for sure what we're here for.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. Back to your jiu-jitsu.
So I will say youth group was very special last week because it was student night and the kids were in charge of everything. They led the music, they led the game, they did the presentation. And I will say I am so proud of my boy H because the high school boys decided to do the lesson. And it was really so sweet to see. And having been a leader of that ministry, helping lead that ministry, like, I don't know, it was just a very full circle moment.
Cool.
And Katie, who was in the youth group when I was pastor, is now leader of it. And then there was my boy. Both my boys are in
you
there.
go.
Which is very sweet.
Listen, shout out Katie, and I'll tell you why.
Hi, Katie.
I'll tell you why shout out Katie.
So many reasons.
Yeah.
Infinite.
She is Swiftie.
She is.
She's Swiftie. She celebrated lonely poet,
Club.
what is it?
Lonely Poet Club.
Okay.
Tortured Poets Department.
Anyways, Brandon's new record, Torqued Poet. Okay. Anyways,
Don't try.
don't try the Brandon Birdwell story. No.
Shout out Katie.
Okay, shout out Katie. Hey, she took some photos for me a while back, which
They're
is
very brooding.
well,
Dark.
what's funny is that was the whole joke the whole time. We were just like, how sad can we make these? How tortured can we make your poets department?
Did it.
Not enough, apparently. But here's my real shout out. And I shouted Katie out to her face yesterday. The Thunder are in the playoffs.
They are.
They're
Oklahoma City
they're a number 1 seed in the playoffs. And now everybody's so jacked up and so pumped up. And everyone's on the Thunder bandwagon. But I'll tell you who's been the ride or die Thunder fan for the last couple of years.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. She's dating one of them.
Yeah.
She's going to break his heart. And she's going to bring this whole city down with one stroke of her quill.
Katie.
No, Katie. Day in, day out.
She really
ride or
is.
die for those Thundies.
She is.
And I'm just saying, she's been, I'm going to say it, she's the reason they're in the playoffs.
Good luck charm.
Good luck charm. She's the one who took them there.
She's followed those guys out of state.
I'm just saying. It's just, she's ride or die. And I think that it's important to shout out the true fans.
There's something to be said for it.
There is. Anyway, that's my shout out for Katie.
Yeah, she's great. I will say, after youth group, the kids were starving. And so as you do at 9 p.m., I drove my children through the Taco Bell drive-thru.
I was going to say Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Because where else do you go at 9 p.m.? For a gut bomb that will keep you up for the next 5 hours.
Where else do you go when it's time to live Moss? There's one place and one place alone where you can live Moss.
And
that's Taco Bell.
the bill.
That's the TB.
So we go through Taco Bell, and the guy on the speaker was super friendly, and he kept calling me hun.
Which Taco Bell?
The one on Second.
Okay. That's not my home Taco Bell.
See, that's my home base.
Okay.
It's close to me.
Yeah.
I just gave away my location. Oh no. Okay, so the guy on the thing was super friendly, and he kept calling me hun, but he sounded like a young fella. Every
Interesting.
time he said hun, I know. And when that happens to me, or when people call me ma'am or honey or sweetheart, I don't know how to feel about it, because I'm of an age and I'm like, do you detect old in my voice? What's happening?
Yes.
But every time he called me hun, the kids were just howling. I mean, I was embarrassed because they were howling, and I'm sure he could hear it.
Yeah.
So he goes, do you want some sauce? And I said, yeah, sure. Well, how many of each one? And I was like, and he was like, I'll just give you some of all of them, hun. And I was like, okay. So we pull up to the drive-thru, and the gentleman wearing the headset is not the guy at the window helping.
Sure.
It was someone totally different. The kids were totally convinced that the guy was trying to rizz me up because he was calling me hun.
Risen.
And I kept saying, no, guys, he's just polite. He's polite. That's just a thing that people do. And as if to prove me right, guess how many sauces were in the bag?
How many?
How many?
What's too many sauces? What's a rizzy amount of sauces?
What's the Riz full amount?
I feel like if I'm trying to rizz up a shouty in the Taco Bell drive-thru,
A mom with her children.
I'm hitting her with 17 milds. I'm hitting her with a dozen hots, and I'm hitting her with one Diablo with my number scrawled on the back of it.
Okay. 14 milds,
Okay.
25 hots,
It's too many hots.
17 fires, 12 Diablos, 68 total.
Dude, this dude just dipped a bear paw into the sauce bucket.
The kids are dying. And you know how their sauces all have messages on them? Like Valentine cards?
Yeah.
Like the kids, like Quippy saying, the kids were like, too bad you're not single was one of them.
No way.
You're so my type. I won't wait forever.
Are you serious?
Yes.
There's like a whole candy heart style Riz bucket.
It is.
It is. There's a Riz bucket that they had made. It's an
is.
employee benefit. It's like if you got a hun coming through.
Honey,
If
you
you-
can't see what she looks like, but she sounds old, and there are kids laughing in there.
To borrow from the parlance of the Polly Shore era, if you have a baby fresh nug in the drive-thru and you want to rizz her up good,
Yeah.
you just dunk a paw in the Riz bucket
Yep.
and you pull one out that says future ex-husband. You pull one out that says, what's that smell? Us.
What?
You pull you pull out a sauce that says, "Hey, what's that? Who's the spice? Man,
Oh my gosh.
this guy, this hombre."
I'll tell you what. The kids have not let me forget it. Hope fished out all of the rizziest ones, and she has them lined up in her room. They're giving Jeff a hard time about it. They're giving me a hard time about
Listen, I'll
it.
tell you what you need to say is you say, yeah, you should hope that you get rizzed up in the fast food line when you're
Mom
50.
still got it, kids.
Mom is still
Mom still got it.
Mom's still throwing 6 different types of smoke. Mom's out here. I'm out here throwing heat. Throwing heat.
No, what's funny is the guy wasn't even the one helping us at the window. It wasn't that at all, but it made me laugh.
I'm just saying.
But
I'm not trying to be some schlubby madre going through the Riz line.
guys, 12 Diablos.
I'm not trying to be some schlubby madre going through the Riz line.
so stupid.
Listen, here's the thing.
Okay.
I think that it's to be applauded. I think it's to be applauded. And I think your kids need to understand that just because they aren't getting rizzed up in the line.
I hope not. No, but I will say when you become a mother,
When I inevitably become a mother.
you're when you're a young gal, when you're a
Spring chicken.
spring chicken, there sometimes some catcalls, sometimes some approaches, and not to
Sure.
say that I enjoyed that, but the 2 times that has happened to me in the last probably, I don't know, 3 years, I've been with my children.
Sure.
One time I was pumping gas into my minivan
Sure.
while my babies were buckled in there,
Yeah.
and a fellow approached me, and it was awkward.
Started chucking hot sauces
And
at
it
you.
didn't make me feel like I still got it. It made me feel creeped out.
Yeah, I feel like
and I needed someone there with me.
I feel like
Not okay.
And guys, we're gonna get real political about gender real quick.
No.
Oh no,
You
Brandon.
saw what happened when we got political last
Guys,
episode.
Brandon's off the leash. No, this is just a casual observation from a male.
Okay.
I feel like it has, like, as a female, getting rizzed up is less welcome. But as a male, sometimes I just be putting on my shortest shorts and going by construction sites just to see.
You're inviting it.
Because it makes me feel good.
Okay.
But if I was a gal,
Creeped
I might
out.
feel a little threatened.
Creeped out.
I might feel a little threatened. So I just think that, girls,
It's not a good feeling.
gals,
Not a good feeling.
keep on trucking. Gals, keep on trucking, gals, because it's hard out there, And
You've dug yourself a hole and you don't know how to get out.
Listen, gals, I'm gonna make some hot sauces that say "Yay suffrage," or
Break that glass ceiling, ladies.
"Get in here." I'm gonna just start handing out hot sauces that say Beyonce.
Right. Hashtag me too.
Hashtag us. Hashtag us also.
We too.
Hashtag Weem too. Guys, here's a Diablo that just says time's up. Because that's the message that I'm trying to give in the Taco Bell drive-thru. I'm not rizzing anyone up.
Just a big circle with a line through it that says patriarchy.
Down with the patriarchy. Up with the spice. Guys, you might be trying to rizz up a shorty in the Taco Bell line. I'm trying to buoy an entire gender. You're welcome. Okay? You're welcome, USA.
I'm trying to right thousands of years of wrong with these hot sauce packets.
You can call me Susan B. Anthony. Guys, you can call me Sophie B. Hawkins.
Ruth
Guys,
B.G.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Here she comes.
Listen. Listen, but if you even say the word hot sauce to my children, the words hot sauce, they will tell you the whole story. They are convinced. Convinced.
Well, listen, guys.
I'm just saying, if they give every person that comes through that line 68 packets, bankruptcy by the end of 24.
Would you be butthurt if you found out like that just the gal behind you got rizzed up just the same with the sauces?
She got 70 packets.
Would you feel less special?
No, because it wasn't anything.
It was enough that you brought it up on a very popular podcast.
No, I just wanted to see I just wanted to see how many sauce packets you thought was a lot.
I overshot, but it's still an awful lot of sauce. You know what? I skipped right over hot.
You did.
No, I skipped over fire.
Fire.
To Diablo.
Yep.
Man.
Anyway.
Riz City.
So we went to the lake on Thursday, picked up the kids from school.
Have we talked about the time the demo this at Taco Bell?
Please.
Because that's my favorite Taco Bell thing ever.
It's a good story. Do you think Mom would give permission for that story to be told?
Guys, I don't care. Listen.
Mom, I tried.
I'm going to make it short. There was a movie called Demolition Man.
I tried, Mom.
Starring Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Okay? And it was a futuristic movie called Demolition Man. And they were running a special called the Demo Deal. And it was like a couple of chalupas, a few tacos, maybe a Mexican pizza. 50 sauces that said things like, ooh, wee. Stuff like that. But it was a deal called the Demo Deal. But the big ad they had on it, it just said, demo this. And that's the ad. That's not what the deal was called.
Right.
But Crindy pulled up to the drive-thru.
Yeah.
We're all in the back, bunch of snot-nosed idiots screaming, I want a demo deal. And she just rolls down the window, 80s style. Not the button, the roll. And she just goes, they go, welcome to Taco Bell. And she goes, yes, demo this. And they go, what? And she goes, demo this. She said demo this a cool dozen times.
So amazing.
At this teenager's face. He's in there in his headset looking around, going, what is this? what is this lady? And eventually she just goes, or he goes, do you want the demo deal? And she goes, yes, demo this. He said, pull around. Pull around. And then he gave her a sauce that said, get a clue.
And you've never let her live it down.
Demo this.
To this day.
It's my favorite.
He still will say that to her, guys.
Sometimes I just order it at Taco Bell to see.
To see if they still remember.
There's just one lifer who's been in it since the 80s. And he's like, all right, I remember what came in that one.
Oh my gosh, Mom, I'm sorry.
For everything. I'm sorry for everything.
You know, moms just like to cause trouble in the Taco Bell line.
That's a really funny statement.
Might be the title of the episode.
No explanation.
Totally. Okay, so we went to the lake this weekend for a couple days and came back. But I will say that there were a couple of really nostalgic things that happened while we were there. And I want to see if you remember these things. So 2 things happened that reminded me of our grandparents. So we pull up to the house. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was trying to turn it off. I really was. I'm not being obnoxious.
You're being obnoxious and rude during my sweet story. The Brandon Birdwell story.
Totally.
So we pull up to the house, and the whole front flower bed, which I had not realized, is full of irises. Big purple irises. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you remember, but Grandma Woods loved them.
I don't.
And her whole backyard was full of iris. And they're really tall flowers. They're kind of old-fashioned flowers, kind of like a southern flower. They grow from a bulb. And when Grandma and Grandpa moved out of their house, Mom went over and dug up some of their bulbs and planted them in our home. So anyway, it just made me smile. And I thought, Grandma, and her favorite color was purple iris. And these were already there. And they just popped up to say hello.
I don't remember those.
Yeah.
My only memory of their backyard was one time our grandfather told me not to touch
I remember.
the engine on the riding lawnmower because it was hot.
Yeah.
And I did it anyway, and I burned myself.
Badly.
And
blistered.
But then to save face, I started trying to tell everyone I got stung by a scorpion.
I remember there was some confusion.
It was really just me touching the lawnmower.
Okay.
So guys, let me set the record straight. There wasn't a scorpion.
Okay.
But there was a lawnmower engine and apparently irises as well.
They were so beautiful. So that made me smile.
I expected that scorpion revelation to be way more of a bombshell.
Well, I knew the truth. I don't think I saw you touch the engine, but I think you told me later. But there was some confusion.
I have been living in fear.
With that hanging over you?
This is the first day of the rest of my life.
Oh, freedom. Release it. Move forward.
Okay.
Okay, but then the other thing was this. In Grandma and Grandpa Birdwell's kitchen, there was a needle point that hung above their kitchen table.
Did it say Home Sweet Home on it? Is that what it said?
No, but it was done in that style. And it was a picture of a grandpa with a fishing pole, a little boy, and a dog.
Yeah.
And it says, if all else fails, ask Grandpa.
Yes.
Grandfather.
Yes.
And so I don't know what happened to that. But I thought I really would love to have that in this lake house because this is like a fishing place and grandparents will be there. So I found one on Etsy and I ordered it and it came and it was there and it was just such a sweet, like it just made me smile again. Like grandparents.
That one I do remember.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So when you see it, there you go. Anyway, okay. Where are we on time here? Okay.
Who knows anymore?
I'm going to skip ahead to... Okay, the other day I dropped off Hope at elementary school.
Okay.
And outside the school, there was a mom and a child, a little boy who had arrived early. And the mom, it was like one of those moments where as a parent, you see it happening and you're like, oh, something just went down with this child. This child was just disrespectful. Something happened with this kid because the little boy is sitting there. I would say he was probably 1st or 2nd grade. He's standing there and he has his arms crossed and he is looking all around, like anywhere but at his mom.
Sure.
The mother is standing with her arms crossed, neck craned down, just staring at the child. Absolutely staring at the child.
Yeah.
Forever. They did not move. I don't know what the standstill was.
It was a standoff.
It was a standoff.
It was a battle of wills.
It was a battle of wills. And everybody was going past them into the school. Everyone was driving by seeing this. And I'm like, I wonder what has happened here. And so, again, no judgment to this mother because who knows what had happened.
I'll judge her.
Okay. But it made me wonder, have you ever had a moment with Benny when he was younger in public that he like said something or there was like a tantrum, or do you remember anything, or he said something funny that drew attention to you in a way that was not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the answer.
Okay. Do you want to share it, or
kind of no?
Is he okay with it? Because if not, you don't have to share.
We were on a tour of Busch Stadium.
I remember. I was there.
Families from around the country.
And our whole family was there.
And our whole family was there.
To honor Dad on his 70th birthday.
And we were there, and they were talking through everything. And Ben was just a wee lad.
A wee boy.
And the guy was talking about the Bush family and how they always kept this room fully stocked with beer.
Yeah.
And then it was just quiet. And then this baby screams, "Dad loves beer." And everyone looked at me, fully expecting me in a stained wife beater, lipping a Marlboro Red in the corner to go, "Hey."
It was amazing.
And then after that, it was like feeding a raccoon, because the minute he got that laugh. It was like baby meth. Yes. And he kept going back to that well and saying it over and over.
He did say it, and not just say yell.
It's like, kid, I just got you back from social services.
Stop it, Brandon.
No, but it was very like, just shout it out. And I just had to shake my head, just be like,
kids say the darndest things.
Mom, never touch the stuff.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, right. Just right there.
But see, that was a moment that was like charming, and people can chuckle at that and be like, "Oh, kids are silly. They say funny things."
Yeah, it was funnily timed.
So one of mine is Harrison, when he was little, probably like 3, had just learned the word booty.
Yeah, he had.
For bottom.
Shit. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. We're not talking.
Not like treasure.
Not like pirates' ill-gotten booty.
That's right.
No.
For bottom. So we're in Walmart, and am I at Walmart or Target? He was sitting in the basket. And
I feel like whether it was Walmart or Target changes the story.
It would change the story. I think it was Target, actually.
Okay, that's good, because it's going to be received more poorly at a Target. People are uptight at a Target. Walmart's going to
generally speaking.
Walmart's going to hear booty and be like, "Booty! Dump truck! Caboosey boos! That kid gets it!" Talking about haunches.
Oh my gosh, Brandon.
Just hanging out by the Totino's pizza rolls.
Stop it.
Donk.
So Harrison is sitting in the basket, and he was never like a performer kind of kid. Like, he would never yell and get a laugh and then be like, "I'm going to say," he was just a little bit different.
Right.
So this came out of nowhere, and he wasn't sitting in the seat. He was sitting down inside the basket facing forward.
Sure.
So there was a woman in front of us, an older lady, and she was walking in front of us, and Harrison, in the loudest voice he's ever used, even today, and he's 15, was like, "Mom, she's got a big old booty." And it was so loud, and the woman stopped. And I started panicking, and I just wheeled my cart around and just put my head down and kept walking. It was so embarrassing. So many people around, but this woman heard him.
Well,
so embarrassing.
Did she?
I don't even remember. I don't know.
You remember.
But it did.
You remember. You remember. That this lady was packing heat.
Anyway, it opened the door for a great conversation with him about how
Pixar moms, dude. Pixar moms at a Target. It's Andy's mom from Toy Story.
Why are they all drawn like that?
Scooping a baguette. I don't know.
Why are they all drawn sound like that?
I don't know. It's like two different people drew them, like the top and then the bottom.
It is. Miss Incredible. Mrs. Incredible.
Incredible.
Anyway. But yeah, kids say the darndest thing. Don't they?
They sure do. You know what Crindy got really good at when I was young?
What?
Talking through her teeth and smiling at the same time.
Same. It's a skill.
Saying things like, "You're an embarrassment."
Oh, stop it.
While smiling.
You always say things like this, and she never said anything like that. But I have definitely mastered the teeth.
You right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the lady's got a booty, but you don't say it.
You don't say it.
You write it on a hot sauce packet and then you hand it to her.
Stop it. Right now, I would like you to acknowledge that Mom never called you an
Oh,
embarrassment.
she's never called me an embarrassment.
Never.
She just stays embarrassed.
Stop it. Does not. And this is your shtick, and you know it. Okay. Okay. How is your algorithm?
I got in a real egg sandwich algorithm. People making egg sandwiches, people eating them, reviewing them,
Talking about them.
fluffy soft scrambles, all sorts of egg sandwiches lately.
Okay.
Jojo Siwa egg sandwiches. And there's a guy who has resurfaced lately. His name's Lincoln, but his handle is like shy and awkward guy.
Okay.
And he just talks and eats food. He's on a weight loss journey. He's doing great.
Hey.
And he's just the sweetest.
Go,
I
Aaron.
love him.
Aaron?
No,
What did you say his name was?
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
2 seconds ago.
Sorry.
And he has a very oddly soothing way of speaking, but I've always really liked him. And he just resurfaced on my feed, and so I got really excited about it.
Good to see you again, Aaron.
Hey, Lincoln. Whoops.
A little bit late.
I'm going to leave it exactly there, though.
Do it.
Because we're in that algorithm portion.
Yeah.
People are going to hear it at first and be like, where's the algorithm song? Taylor Swift's new song. Anyway, how's your algorithm?
So one popped up the other day that made me laugh, and I've used it a couple times. But it says the opposite of easy peasy lemon squeezy is stressed, depressed lemon zest.
Okay, but it wouldn't be lemons.
I like that.
It would probably be like lime zest.
Lime zest. Maybe
Yeah.
it's lime zest. And I mistyped. Ruined that joke.
I hated this segment.
Okay, another thing that is interesting to me that I want to put out there for the people is that this gentleman, I put it in the roundup last week. Guys, if you don't know, we do a How's Your Algorithm roundup every Friday. So if you get weird stuff in there, send it to us on social media. And by social media, I mean Instagram, because that's the only place we are. Because we don't like the TikTok. But you know what else? TikTok may not be around.
It's the
So
clock.
why waste time on there if we're not going to go there?
This has been the plan all along.
We knew.
We're taking them down.
We knew this was coming.
Yeah.
We're ahead of the curve, guys. Okay, but this guy was talking about how he has anxiety. And so every day he eats some pickles.
Oh, yeah.
And the anxiety goes away.
Yeah.
Guys, I've tried it twice
And it works.
with Wickles. I start to feel a little bit stressy, depressy, lime zesty. Mm-hmm. I eat some Wickles and drink some of the juice. It's worked twice.
Quick fix. A Wickle.
I don't know if it's because I'm dehydrated and I need electrolytes. I don't know if it's that the spice distracts me and I forget about it.
You're cramping.
It works.
My style. Listen, guys, I'll tell you what pairs nicely with a Wickle, and it's the snack that I found. Dot's Pretzels makes a pork rind.
Oh.
They're real good.
I had to swear off all Dot's products because that's why I gained 15 pounds in seminary.
Eat the pork rinds.
Yeah, that'll help.
Because you get eat the pig flesh and you'll be
The
fine.
fried pig flesh.
Keep it fresh. Eat the flesh. Piggy.
Taylor's.
New song. It hasn't even been written yet and it just went platinum.
It's just an idea. It's a concept.
She had a lucid dream and it went platinum.
That's exactly it.
She had a weird fleeting thought of writing an R&B record and she drove Beyonce into country music.
That's why it happened. Okay, what you been watching, reading, or listening to real quick?
My podcast, still almost done with it. Over the last few days with Benny with Lindsay and Ben watched Kazam.
Uh-huh.
It is not as good as you remember it being.
Okay.
First Kid with Sinbad.
Okay.
It's equally as good as you remember it being.
It holds up.
And then watched Hercules yesterday.
Oh, such a good one.
Pretty great.
So great.
That one's better than I remember it being. I Can Go the Distance is a banger of a Disney song.
It is.
It's great.
What a great song.
Triumphant.
Yeah.
Anyway, loved it. It was wonderful.
Full body chills with that one.
It's great.
So at the lake, we watched Waiting for Guffman, and I texted you a video of Penny for Your Thoughts.
So good.
The kids had never seen it. They loved it. And I looked at Jeff and I said,
unbelievable.
All right. I said, Jeff, we're not perfect parents, but I do believe we're instilling a love for quality cinema in our children. Okay. And we also watched River Wild.
Oh, John C. Reilly, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Meryl.
Who?
Meryl Streep.
I haven't heard of her, but the kid's name is Rourke.
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 And he's the little boy from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, he is.
That's a great movie.
Timmy, the human piece of toast.
That's right. I haven't really picked up my fairy book since last week, and maybe I will.
Okay.
And maybe I will.
I couldn't be less interested in this.
I've listened to the Jake Gyllenhaal episode of Smartless this week. It was great.
I am so behind on Smartless.
Mm-hmm. You need to get back up.
I can't until I'm finished with this binge that I'm on.
Also started the one with John Bon Jovi. It's great. Okay. It's delightful. Okay. I want to call for things for our 100th episode, guys. We are on 98, so we've got 2 more, and it's going to be our centennial. We're calling it.
Just hearing the first I'm hearing of it.
So be on the lookout on our social media. Again, that's only Instagram because we're old. And I'm going to be asking questions on there. What do you want to hear from us? Favorite moments from the last 100?
What do you want to hear from us? Less.
More Taylor, less you. So anyway, be looking for that, guys. We're excited. Can't believe we've been doing this for this long. Okay. What's your warm heart?
I can believe that we've been doing it this long.
Okay.
You sent me a text message from a friend the other day that was my warm heart.
Aww.
You know what I'm talking about.
It
was very, very sweet.
Yeah.
I appreciated it very much.
Okay.
And I'm not calling anyone out.
No.
But the text message said, did you hear Taylor's new record?
It's way better.
It's way better than Brandon's. And by warm heart, I mean I got heartburn from it.
Okay. Mine is I had coffee today with a friend. Shout out Caroline. And it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Really, really great conversation. Warmed my heart right up.
I mean, I had coffee with a friend today too or whatever, but it's cool.
Okay.
I got to say bangarang on a work call today.
And you got to wear those shorts to a show.
I literally did. The guy said, "Hey, Brandon, it's so-and-so from the other day." I go, "Oh, bangarang," because we had talked about Hook.
Did he get it?
Nope. Hey, guys, thanks for listening to Cold Hands and Warm Hearts. Anyway, bangarang.
Bye.
Bye.